All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've sorted that out. Just before we get into our first auction, to the bidders and buyers who are here for our second auction, which is Rapaki, if you haven't filled out all the relevant paperwork that needs, could you please go and see Jack over here if you're intending on bidding. All right, so let's move on to our first auction. I am very excited about this. 11 Blakiston St in Hoonhay, and the lovely Shah Davis from our Ilam office has been in charge of bringing this to the market. Now, Shah, you have had a very, very busy campaign. How many people through? 147. Now, that is huge numbers through. Good luck with your bidding today, bidders and buyers. So very good morning and welcome to our owners who are watching online. I must commend you on what an absolute stunning job you did with the renovations to this home. So the contract I take you, the property is more formally described as a freehold title, 647 square metres more or less, record of title CB 60109. Settlement date is set down for the 8th of April 2026, unless you're working to a pre-arranged date and the chattels remain the same as per the contract. And I see that fridge freezer is there staying in an as-is, where-is basis. So, ladies and gentlemen, after visiting this home a few weeks ago, I can absolutely see why there has been so much interest. This home is stunning. And when it's a builder's home, you know you're stepping into something special. The level of craftsmanship and the attention to detail is evident at every turn, not just around the home itself, but outside and in the garage. The heart of the home is that thoughtfully designed. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to get a drink of water. Sorry. The heart of the home is that thoughtfully designed open-plan kitchen, dining and living space. I love the way that they have retained their original flooring in the kitchen, paired with that gorgeous engineered stone bench tops, the breakfast bar and those warm timber features. The doors were all open when I was there to that generous deck, absolutely bathing in sun. You could easily picture summer barbecues and evenings and watching the sun go down. A quartet of bedrooms there, or tailor it to suit your lifestyle and make one of that bedrooms a living area or somewhere to work from home. Comfort is next level here. Thermally broken, low E-argon, double-filled glazing, a log burner and 2 heat pumps. It's not just a home that looks good, but it will perform all year round. Separate laundry, additional toilet and beautifully finished bathrooms. And outside it's fully fenced and ready for future ready. So there's services in place there, whatever you've got planned next, maybe a granny flat or a studio. Location, it simply ticks all the boxes here. You're in the Cashmere and Hamilton school zones, which really underpins the value. Pioneer Stadium, Barrington Mill and the Adventure Park not far away. You've got hills on one side, city on one side. It just doesn't get better than that. So I know we've got some very excited bidders and buyers here. Sorry, I'm going to have another drink.
She's overwhelmed by how good it is.
Very overwhelmed. Okay, I'm excited about this. So, 11 Blakiston St. I look for your opening bid, ladies and gentlemen. Does someone want to start me away? 820. Welcome, ma'am. Good luck today. 820. 850. Catherine there bidding. Good luck with your buyers there, Catherine. At 850,000. Shall we go to 900? Blow them away at 900. 870. Tony there bidding on behalf of some. 890 now. 4 on the race at this stage. 900 down the back. At 900 down the back. But oh, will you take me to 910? Oh, 910. Okay, 920. 920 now. There you go. Good luck. At 920. At 930 now with Catherine. At 930. 950 with you, Tony. Can I say? At 930, take confidence that there's so many people with interest. At 930, first call, it's with Catherine. 940, new face in the race, good luck. 950. At 950, there's a little bit like Wimbledon without the pims and strawberries. At 950 with you. Tony, what's your response? At 950. Invite you back at 960. 65, we'll just go along the room then. 70 now. We'll go back over here. It's like a Mexican wave. At 970. 970 with you, Catherine. Tony, at 970. 980, can I say, down the back. At 970. First call. 980. Welcome back in. Get you back in front at 990. will take me through to the million. 985, welcome in, good luck at 985. What's your response there, Catherine? Go through to the million. At 985 down the back, a new bidder. I think we've got about 7 here in the race. 985,000. First. 989. 999. Oh, 990. I thought you said 999. Sounds like we're on special at 999. So we're at 990. 990. Welcome back in. At 990. At 990. Rach, are you bidding again at 990? You're shaking the wrong way. If you change your mind in these auction rooms, it shows strength. I don't look forward to the ride home in the car, maybe, after this. Back to open homes. You've got to take your shoes off all the time. At 990,000. First call, right, Catherine, are you back in at 990? Another 5 perhaps, get you in front? 92. Good work. Well, you heard the boss. We are on the market and selling. So what that means is that somebody is going to putting the keys in the door very shortly at 992,000. The bid's down the back here. 995. At 995, where's that million? At 995,000. Sir, will you take me through to the million? Looking very relaxed back there, bidding away. At 995, we're on the market. 98 now. The million. Surely it's there. At 998, 99, there we go. You did say that before, didn't you? At 999, we can't keep it at that. Let's finish on a whole number. At 999, check without any other late bidders. We often have late bidders coming in at the very last moment. At 999,000, $1 million. I commend you. Thank you. At $1 million. At $1 million. We're on the market. We're selling at 1,005,000, 1,002,000, 1,002,000. Shaking the wrong way at 1,002,000. Tony, are you back in? Any other bidders at 1,002,000? It's over here down the back. Catherine, are you sure? This is great buying. Take confidence from all these other people bidding. It is such a beautiful home. It has been done to such a high standard. At 1,002,000. Over here, down the back. Sir, can I get you back at front at 5?
No, it's over here.
Oh, is that there? Sorry. At 1,002,000. Will you take me to 5, sir? 3. No one ever listens to me, but that's better. Now you'll take me to 5. At 1,005,000. Go the 10. I think that might, just put him off a bit. A good strong bid at the end. At 1,005,000. It's only a cup of coffee. Come on. It's only money. They're still making money, I hear. At 1,005,000. Are you sure? Petrol is expensive, yes, but you can walk everywhere here. At 1,005,000. Absolutely sure. First call at 1,005,000. Second call at 1,005,000. Change of mind, another 1. Absolutely sure. Permission to sell. Third call at 1,005,000. It's looking good. Anyone else? It's going, sold. Congratulations. Well done. I commend the other bidders. Great bidding. Congratulations to our owners who are watching online. We'll be back with you shortly.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Daniel Pengelly. It's my pleasure to be your next auctioneer to take you to our next property in the catalogue. That is 44A Rapaki Road in Hillsborough, brought to the market by Jack Marshall and Jen Morley. I know you guys have been very busy with your open homes here on the empty land, so very good luck to you, Jack. Good luck to our owners here today. Now, the property itself, more formally described as an estate in freehold, comprised of 847 square metres more or less, all contained and described in that record of title that Jack and Jen have provided you in those property files over the last few weeks. Settlement is proposed for the 8th of April 2026 or any other date mutually agreed in writing with our owners already. Now, there are no chattels, given it is land, and I do take it, though, that you have read and understood further terms 23 through to 26. You bid, you buy on the basis you have read and accepted those terms. I do see that term 26 there means that $6,930 will be passed to the purchaser on settlement, which is a lovely wee bonus. Can't complain about that. Now, walking down the driveway on Sunday here, beautiful sunny day, I was surrounded by bird call. I could hear the gentle susurrus where I parked my car of walkers making their way up the track, up into the Port Hills. And I thought that what a wonderful location to build a home, given that this is where most of Christchurch comes to escape their 9 till 5 and they come here to relax. So why wouldn't you just build a home where everyone else wants to be on the weekends? You're on the right side of the hill here for that good daytime sun, that evening sun. I think if you were building, I'd be planning a nice big deck so that I could look out across the valley, or maybe burrow into the hill to build a bit of a wine cellar, have a bit of fancy relaxation in your life here. There's cafes only streets away. Within minutes you can be on Colombo Street, straight into the central city. You can't get that in many big cities very often. So I throw it open. Who would like this opportunity to build what might be a dream home? 200, sir. Good luck to you today. Lovely place to start at 200,000. My suggestion from here, perhaps 225 next. But at 200,000? 225. Welcome in, team. Good luck to you today. You've got wonderful taste at 225, sir. 250, wonderful choice at 250. I would suggest 275 next, team, but you do have a chance to chat about that if you wish. At 260, cutting me down at 260. Sir, do we go 70 then? 270, without hesitation. 280. 290 and 300 Beacons, team. At 300. 310. 320. 330. We go 340. 335, absolutely. Do we go 340, sir, or do you stay strong on the 10s? Entirely up to you. But at 335 at the back. 336. Cutting me down, sir, but it still gets you in front. So that's what's important here in Rapaki. At 336. 337. 337. Are you sure, sir? Because at 336 you were excited. At 337. First time then. I'll give you 3 chances to change your mind, sir. No pressure. It's entirely up to you. But at 337. First time.
Change of instructions, Dan, we're on the market.
Thank you very much, Jack. Well, in which case, team, I sell here unless you want to chuck another $500 at it, sir. Entirely up to you. 500, great choice. Might be a life-changing choice there at 337.5. I'm now selling here, sir. Very exciting at 337.500. What's called? 338. Give you time to consider, sir. Don't want to rush you. You're making really great choices when you're taking some time to decide. At 338. But I'm looking for the owner. You sure? You said no to me before, sir, so I want to just double check. But at 338 I sell. 3 warnings before I sell it. First time at 338,000. Second opportunity. You wouldn't go 340, sir? You're not going to wake up in a couple of days, no regrets? No, you're okay. You've done very well. You've got great taste and location. But at 338 I sell. Once, twice, third, final. It goes, it goes. Sold. Congratulations, team. A wonderful opportunity to create that dream home. Sir, thank you so much. Great to talk to Jack and Jen. If there's anything else coming up in the area, they will get you in front of it, and we'll be back with you shortly to take you to Homewood Road.
Well, let's move on to our next auction, which is number 10 Homewood Road in that wonderful suburb of Fendleton. Catherine and Peter Hampton have been in charge of this property. They're from our St Albans office and have done an outstanding job. I know you've really enjoyed your open homes here. Every open home you said was beautiful and sunny. We had all the doors open. Very warm welcome to the owners. I must commend you on what a beautiful home you had and how immaculate you had it to take to the market. To the contract I take you, the property is more formally described as a freehold parcel, 513 square metres more or less on certificate of title CB12B1108. Now, settlement date is set down for the 14th of May 2026, unless you're working to a pre-arranged date and the chattels remain the same as per the contract. Now, bidders and buyers, I trust that you have read, understood and accepted the further terms of sale of the contract, with, in particular to clause 26 regarding that garage credit, which will be credited to the purchaser on settlement. Well, let me remind you what's on offer here. This home just oozes charm, and I've got to say I'm a huge fan of these architectural homes. They're timeless, they're elegant, and they're full of heart and soul. From the get-go, it's just so impressive, beautifully maintained by the current owners, and you can see the love and the care that's gone into every detail. Nice and private behind the fence and the landscaping, and step inside, you've got the gorgeous timber ceiling and flooring, which really sets that tone straight away. The living area is just so impressive. So many different angles and features. It all seamlessly flows to the two other living spaces at each end. All the doors were open when I was there. It was just absolutely sun-soaked. Beautiful, well-established garden. You've got the magnolia tree and even room for a pool if you wish to develop further. I actually have a confession to make. When I arrived at this property, Kath said, yep, go on through, have a look through, and I was walking through and I was just thinking, oh, this is lovely. Walked through to the kitchen and I thought someone was walking towards me and I almost said hello, and it was actually me. It was the mirror. So that would have been terribly embarrassing if I'd said hello to myself. But the owners tell me that this has happened quite often, so I don't feel too silly. And speaking of that kitchen, it is absolutely superb. Only 1 year old, modern, it's stunning. Clearly the hub, there's been many, many dinner parties enjoyed around that party, and it all flows seamlessly through to that courtyard. Accommodation upstairs, and I love all those white shutter blinds. There's just so much to enjoy in this home. I actually had to walk around twice. The owners were telling me it's just one of those homes where people call in all the time. Family, friends, grandkids, dogs, it just caters for all. And the location, well, you just can't beat this location here. I would definitely put on a few pounds if I lived here with that French bakery just down the road. You're in all the good school zones. You can walk to Mona Vale for your Saturday morning coffee. Hagley Park's right there. It's just such a superb location. Well, I've gone on a lot, but I know this is such a wonderful home. So many wonderful memories here, but it needs a new owner. So good luck, bidders and buyers. I look for your opening bid at 10 Homewood Road. Does someone want to start me away? Well, that worked well, didn't it? Is there 1.1? Somewhere nice and easy to start. At 1.1, usually the first person that bids. Oh, there's an arm at the back. Good luck today, sir. Welcome in. At 1.1. 1,100,000, we're away. Who goes next? Maybe 50,000. Take me to 1,150,000. Good luck today, sir. At 1,150,000 I have. 1.2, can I go to now, sir, at the back? The bids against you at 1,150,000. 1.2 at 1,200,000. 2 in the race at this stage. Can I say 1,250,000, sir? No, he's shaking his head the wrong way. At 1,200,000. Anyone over here? Great school zone. 220? 20,000. Oh, 20,000 at 220. At 1,220,000, is that correct? At 1,220,000. Will you take me to 250, sir? 250 now. The hand goes up. At 1,250,000. Such a great party house this, great for entertaining, sunny, beautifully well established. At 1,250,000, another 20? 10, just the 10, all right, 210, 260. At 260, that's correct, at 260. Would you take me through to 1.3, sir? 1.3 now, at 1.3 down the back. He's just doing exactly what I tell him. Can you take that is my advice there? 10, all right, we'll go at 310 then, at 1,310,000, 350, shall we go there? Good, strong bid. At 350 now, good on you. I like people like you in our auction rooms. At 1,350,000, another 10, at 10, 360. 360, should we go to 1.4? At 1,360,000, first call, 1.4, can I say? Thinking about it. You've taken my instructions all along. 17, just the 10, starting to slow down, change of pace. At 370 now, can I say 380? At 380. At 1,380,000, it's against you. Go to that 1.4 now would be a good place to go. At 1.4, can I say? At 1.4. At 1,400,000, another 10. He's on the phone now at 1,400,000. 2 in the race. Walk to Mona Vale for that coffee, feed the ducks. First call at 1,400,000. Another 10. Big decisions to be made here in the auction room. Second call at 1.4, another 10. At 4.10 I have now. At 1,410,000, 4.20. Or 4.50. Don't leave me now. At 1,410,000, can I say 4.20 on your behalf? At 1,410,000. First call. Second call at 1,410,000. 4.20. 4.15. At 4.15 now. At 1,415,000. Back in the race. It's a nice being in front, isn't it? It's the least stressful place to be. At 1,415,000. First call. Invite you back at 4.20, sir. At 4.20 now. At 420,000. 425, can I say? I'll take another 5. I've got all day. At 1,420,000. Another 5, sir. Second call at 4.20. Anyone else here? Third call at 1,420,000. The bid's with you over here. Otherwise, I will pause the auction. Anyone else? Any late bids? Okay, I'm going to pause the auction at 1,427,000. Not quite a level I can sell, sir, but what we'll do, we'll take you into one of our rooms here and try and get you there. Sir, the auction is still open and live, so if you have a change of heart, please let Peter or Kath know. We'll be back with you shortly.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. If you are just joining us here at the Homewood Auction Room, it's great to have you with us. To those joining us at homewood.co.nz, great to see you. Well, I can't see you, but you can see us. Best of luck with your endeavours here today. We go now to number 3, Grigg Place in Hillmorton. It's brought to the market by Reuben Bishops from our Ireland office. Reuben, where is she? She shies away from the limelight. Reuben, any chance you're going to stand up here today? Oh, this might be a first, but isn't biased. She generally flies under the radar, but the good people at homewood.co.nz can see you. The Queen of Hillmorton is Reuben these days. Certainly spends lots of time around this neighbourhood. It is such a popular, increasingly popular neighbourhood, it's fair to say, and such a small pocket, so a finite resource is a listing available to you in a setting like this here in this suburb. Number 3, Grigg Place is a freehold title, 701 square metres more or less, lot 28, deposit plan 26512. Your settlement day, 42 days from the sale of the property, or by mutual agreement, and you will have read and understood the further terms. Bidders and buyers, this is good. Kiwiana real estate, it's the kind of property our parents and grandparents tell us to buy. Permanent material construction, room to add value, a really quiet street in a quiet pocket of Christchurch. The configuration, the floor plan just makes good sense. That does underpin the value here in my view. Outside, it is a bit of a blank canvas. Our tenant here has been happy as Larry and certainly prepared to stay, but you know that this is a property that's been in good hands both by the occupant and certainly by the owners. After 30 years, we thank them for the opportunity. All in all, this is just a great step onto the ladder. Perhaps it's a project to downsize. Whatever the case, you'll be very, very happy indeed at number 3, Grigg Place. Reuben, would you like to depart the podium? Yes. Yep, off she trots. There she goes. Number 3, Grigg Place, bidders and buyers, I'm in your hands. I look for an opening bid or offer. Shout me a number, let's get to work. And what does Dan say? The crowd goes mild. No? Is there $500,000 perhaps? Should be easy. Who is that? 500. Work with you, sir, at $500,000. Best of luck with your bidding today at 5 and 00. Who takes me straight to 550 perhaps? Might try 25 and 550 back of the room. Nice to see you there at 550,000. Good luck with your bidding today. At 550, what's the response, sir? At 600, that's a good move there at 6 and 00. At 600,000, you don't have to give me 50. You tell me the number. 650. Brilliant work at $650,000. It means business. They know good property in a good location at 650 against you, sir. Another 50, is it? Would you give me 25? Love that band, sir. Don't forget your roots, my friend, at 660 and a leading bid. At 660 against you. 670, that's not a band, but it is pole position. At 670 now. At 670, can I say 680? At 670,000, back of the room, but out in front. 675, he goes down a gear, 675, maybe that's encouraging for you. It's 685, 10,000's been to bidding school at $685,000. Going once, this side of the room, bit slack I say. You haven't competed today, now's the time, jump in. At 685,000, is it 690? 690 with a yep, that is legally binding, sir, yep. 690, you're in front, at 690,000, and is it straight to 700? 95, don't take my advice, at 695 in conversation, Reuben, at $695,000. So, 96. If the budget's 700, you better get there first, they might have the same budget. We're on the market and selling at 696. Just $1,000 might win it, unless there's a new bid there back of the room. 700. I do admire that bid, sir, at 700,000, folks. It's a psychological barrier, but we are just talking about a few coffees a year here. Surely at $700,000, would you give me 1,000? 705. All right, fighting fire with fire at 705. I'm selling, to be clear. And 710. Great work there at $710,000. Don't mind her, sir. At $710,000. At 710. Would you call it 711? Convenient. No? What were you saying, madam? Not a chance. I see. Hey, look, delay the work that you want to do on the house. Kick back and relax, knowing you are not going to open homes. What do you say? All right, then. At $710,000, folks, you might just have got the chocolates there. If there's no new bidding, I sell today at $710,000. Going once. I'll give you a chance to reconsider. Twice, our job is to mitigate your regret. Third and final call. Is there $500? Gentleman looks like he wants to. All done in silent, is it? This is a man that fears you, madam. What a great position to be in. At $710,000, it's going, it is going. Gentlemen, welcome to the ladder. Gone and sold. Congratulations to our underbidders. Please come back again. We'd love to have you. Ruben, as always, fabulous campaign, and thanks very much to our vendors for the opportunity.
Kia ora, Atamarie, ladies and gentlemen. I happily take you now to our next property in the catalogue. That is 88 Westminster Street in St Albans, brought to the market by Ash and Spencer Sutherland Todd. I know you've been busy there with over 50 groups through, so good luck to you, Spencer. Good luck to our owners here this morning. Now, just before I jump in, I just do want to point out Lynn Cawthorne to my left. She's one of our business development manager for our rental arm, managing about 1,800 rentals. Lynn, you and the team. So if you've got any questions about the rental market, what's in demand, what are people looking for, this is the lady to talk to. She's very happy to shout you a coffee in the cafe to have that chat and share her knowledge and wisdom. Right, so the property itself is more formally described as an estate in freehold, comprised of 766 square metres, more or less, all contained and described on that record of title that Ash and Spencer have provided to you over the last 3 weeks of the campaign. Now, settlement, when you can move into this beautiful home, is proposed for Wednesday the 20th of May 2026. or any other date mutually agreed in writing with our owners already. Now, the list of chattels, that remains impressive and unchanged. I do just note that the surround sound speaker system and the microchip cat doors, that will be passed you in an as-is, whereas condition. And I do take it you've read and understood further terms 23 through to 27 of the contract. If you bid, you buy on the basis you have read and accepted those further terms. Now, arriving here, well, first of all, I noticed central location. I was in town beforehand. It took me 2 minutes to drive from the central city to arrive here for my meeting last night. That impressive solid block fencing out front, solid wooden automatic gate, opening to reveal a copious amount of off-street parking down the driveway. That front yard beautifully landscaped. You've got multiple outdoor living options here underneath the louver out the front, and then that second sheltered courtyard sheltered by the house itself down the side. You've got huge open plan living, windows on all three sides so it's light filled, that wonderful skylight over the kitchen island to spotlight your culinary creations, to really show off your craft. You've got multiple sitting and living areas here for you and the whole family. And then the door opens from the living area down one of the longest hallways I think I've ever seen. Leads to 5 wonderful sized bedrooms, that main suite having its own courtyard and those spacious amenities, the walk-in robe, that ensuite. You've got large double garaging here, currently doing double duty. I think Spencer wanted it set up for open home so he could play ping pong in between. I think there's a gym set up, there's a TV, there's everything you could ask for there. I just noticed there's a lot of details here, just the pathways around the house, they're all done, the landscaping, the extra bit of hedging at the top of the fencing just to ensure you've got privacy, not seeing the neighbours. You've got ducted heating, garden shed, school zones here, Heaton, Girls High, Boys High. This is very easy, I think, to say yes to. The only thing I was sad about is that the cat doesn't come with this home. Please, if you met the cat at the open homes, you're not getting it. If anybody does, I will. So, where do we say go? Where would we like to start the conversation? Or no conversation at all. That's okay too. Then I could have a chance to buy the cat. Perhaps 1.4 could be a place to start. All right, well, I don't hesitate on a vendor bid then at 1.4 with me. My suggestion, 50,000 from here at 1.4. First call for Westminster. Second, 1.6. Johnny, thank you. Good luck to your bidders today at 1.6. Good entry into the discussion at 1.6. 1.6. Respectfully looking for 50 at this stage. I'd go 1.650. 1.650. Johnny's not hesitating. Team. That's your reassurance at 1.650. I'd go 1.7, sir. Look for 50. At 1.650 with Johnny and his clients. You will have done your research. You won't be regretting owning it at 1.7. At 1.650 with you, Johnny. First call. Second opportunity. 1.70. Great choice, sir. Keep listening to me, and you're buying a house today at 1.7. Got my licensed colleague with you as an advisor at 1.7. Johnny, where do we go to from there? Perhaps 25 at 1.7. Once called then at 1.7. Second opportunity. 10 on top. Well, you've all been asking for it, so I'll work with you on 10, but sir, you can also work in the 10s too at 1.710. Do we go 1.720? Once. 1.76. So you're adding 50,000? Strong bidding, sir. Strong bidding at 1.760. Is that what you meant?
Oh, sorry, 5,000.
5,000 more. Oh, you're playing with me, sir. At 1.710, Jason, that's what we're on before at 1.710. So you're adding 5 on top to go to 15.
1.720.
But can I just confirm this bid? You're happy at 1.715? At 1.720. It's my auction, thank you, Hayden. Although saying that, you did also visit the home and fall in love, so that's to be fair. At 1.720 at the back. It's against you now, sir. It's with Johnny and his clients at 1.720. Do you do another 5? At 1.720. First call then. Second, third opportunity. Sir, Johnny can't sell it to you at 1.720. Could you get me to 1.750? No, well, but you got it. 25? Absolutely, at 1.725. Would you take me to 1.750 now? If it's against you, Johnny, now at 1725, team with you in the lead at 1725. Once called. Twice. Third, final time. If there's no further bidding, I'm going to pause here. We're going to have a conversation at 1725. At 5,000 at 1730. Back to you. Would you do another 5,000 at 1730 000? A lot of home here. Multiple living areas. That wonderful outdoor living under the louver. Once called then. Second opportunity. Third time. The auction is open and live, but now pause, Johnny. Let's find a space. Let's have a conversation at 1730.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, moving swiftly along, it's my great pleasure to introduce number 56, Carnaveron Drive, brought to the market by Jared Rolton, of course, from our St Albans office. Some might call it Carnaveron Drive, but as advised, you purchase this property, you call it what you like, you'll be very, very happy indeed residing at this address. It is more formally described in the contract as a freehold title, a whopping 953 square metres more or less, lot 17, deposit plan 578930. Your settlement day, the 8th of May. There is some flexibility in that regard. That being 2026, you might be working to a pre-arranged date. But one thing is for sure, our owners have booked their next chapter. They've got the vision, and it offers a very, very rare opportunity to move into this pretty remarkable community. We are in the Barton Fields subdivision, arguably one of Lincoln's most popular and sought after. Carnaveron Drive, of course, is synonymous with high-quality, substantial homes. So this is blue chip, but isn't biased, without the pomposity. You get that real community country feel, but you are living in the lap of luxury. I must commend the architect here, Jared. It is simply outstanding. Every space feels spacious. Every inch of this home is generous in its proportion. There are no cut corners as well. I'm no builder, ladies and gentlemen, but I tell you what, it's lovely to see a home that has been clearly designed and built with a commitment to detail and no expense spared. There are some beautiful features in terms of entertaining. The hanging bar made such an impression on me. You've got that gorgeous outdoor space, also a clever design. You're sheltered from the prevailing winds. You've also got the couple of heaters and a fan as well, so that really does extend your living throughout the year. I do think the bedroom accommodation is so generous, Jared. You've got that bonus of a study space as well. Perhaps that's a nursery for you. Perhaps it's a home office. Look, the choice choice is yours. Triple garaging, perfect orientation for sunshine. Look, there it is there, Bitters and Bias. So whether it's tequila on the Quila or a nice quiet movie night at home with the family, this is a home that'll make you happy, and certainly a subdivision, a location that promises plenty in the way of capital growth. So let's get underway here at number 56, Carnaveron Drive in Lincoln. I look for an opening bidder offer. Who starts me away? Who says go? Not for sale at 1.4. Maybe that's a good place to start. That's a lot of home at that level, bidders and buyers. You need only raise your hand, and we'll get talking about your entry into Lincoln. All right, then, a vendor bid at $1.4 million. I seek an advance from there, maybe 50,000 or straight to 1.5, but at 1.4 the bid's with me. Good schools, just a hop, skip and a jump to the central city, of course. This is the beauty of this location. If you're going to live in Lincoln, I suggest you choose this home. Second call at 1.4, third and final call at $1,400,000. Jared, I'm going to advance the bidding there to 1.5 on behalf of my owners. Not mucking around today, ladies and gentlemen. There are buyers waiting in the wings. You've got a 10-minute head start on the conditional market today at 1.5. The bid's with me. I seek 50. First time at $1,500,000 and twice the money now at 1.5. Third and final call at $1.5 million. Jared, I don't see unconditional bidding here today, but what a wonderful opportunity for the wider market. I'm going to increase that bid and indeed price the property on vendors' instructions at $1,699,000. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just remind you of what's on offer here, and then you tell me whether or not you think this is a sharp price. I certainly think it is. You've got substantial home. It is over 330 square metres. The eConnects, a home automation system, just makes life easy. You don't even have to get out of bed if you don't want to, but when you do, there is so much home around you, so much quality. The chattels list, I tell you what, the contract just about fell out of my hands. It was so heavy. So I must encourage you to please give Jared a call. Go and take a look at this home. It'll change your life. It'll make your family very happy indeed. You will not regret your visit. Property's passed and priced. Make that call today. Go and take a look. Back with you soon.
let's move on to our next auction, ladies and gentlemen, which is 10A Hendon Street in St Albans. It has been superbly brought to the market by Tim Jenkins and Jolo from our St Albans office. A very warm welcome to our owner who is here today. 22 years of ownership. Tim and I were actually talking, Tim was only 8 when you moved in, so you told me not to say that, Tim, didn't you? Yes. Anyway, to the contract I take you, the property is more formally described as a freehold parcel, 452 square metres, more or less, on certificate of title 34309. Settlement date is set down for the 17th of April 2026, unless you're working to a pre-arranged date, and the chattels remain the same as per the contract. Well, this home is tucked away quietly on a peaceful rear section. It's solid, single level, and this home delivers exactly what so many buyers are chasing: comfort, privacy, and easy care living without the weekend maintenance marathons. Inside, the home has a fantastic layout. My first impression was how immaculate it is. The current owners have maintained this home beautifully. You've got an open plan kitchen, dining area that connects seamlessly through to that separate living room, sliding doors that open to that super sunny outside area. This home is positioned so well to capture that all-day sun. It's got a nice, well-established garden there, not too much work, but enough to keep you out of trouble. Lots of nice raspberries going along that fence line, some veggie patches, and that all-important lemon tree in the corner for your G&Ts. Accommodation is generous. You've got 3 good-sized bedrooms, all with built-in wardrobes, supported by that family bathroom and separate toilet. Comfort is well supported here with double glazing and heating throughout. You'll be warm in the winter, cool in the summer. Huge double garage. This is just a home that just keeps on giving. And the location, it is such a great location here, close to schools, parks, Edgware Village, the Palm, the CBD. It's close enough to everything, but just away from the hustle and bustle. Low maintenance homes like this are hard to find. They're easy to look after. So who would like to be the new owner of 10A Hendon Street? I look for your opening bid, ladies. There he goes, Tony Jenkins, jumping out of the blocks at 650,000. Good luck to your buyers there at 650. Who goes next? At 650,000. Should we look for 680? Lovely to meet you. Good luck today at 680,000. 700 back with you, Tony. At 700,000. Don't be put off by his bidding. He's a professional. 720. It's 720. It's 740 now, puts 20 on top. It's 740. 750 just the 10 at 750. It's 780. Great bid, Tony. It's 780. It's 780. Can I go to 800? It's 780. Another 10. 790. Sorry, it's 790,000. 800. At 800,000, with authority, he's saying at 800, at 800,000, at 800,000, I'll take a 5 then. At 800,000, will you bid me 5? At 805? 801. 801, okay, good on, go on then. At 801. At 801, Tony, the bid's against you. At 801,000, good. 810, lovely bid, Tony, back in front. At 810, puts 9 on top. At 810,000, anyone else? At 810? At 810? At 810,000, Tim, I've got the nod. At 810, instructions. First call at 810. Second call at 810,000. Another one, perhaps, get you back in front. Back to open homes at 810. Third call. I'll have them some instructions at 810,000. Are you sure? Another one, perhaps, to get you in front. When will the next one be? It's a great investment property as well, a lovely home. Do you like gin and tonics? It's got that lovely lemon tree in the corner. Raspberries down the fence at 810. Okay, at 810. We're going to pause the auction then at 810, not quite at a level I can sell. So at 810,000, we'll be pausing the auction. The bid's with you, Tony. If you had a change of heart, please let us know. So we're pausing at 8:10. We'll be back with you shortly.
Kia ora, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Daniel Pengelly. Now, we're just going into our 11 o'clock section of the catalogue. So just like to run through the rules of auction, just because I know there's a few new faces in here since 10 a.m. So our properties are being offered today subject to a reserve price. So if the top accepted bid matches or betters that price, that reserve, then you are simply buying the property. Now, as auctioneers, we may make suggestions to you. We may ask for 10 or 20. We also may refuse any bid if we do not deem it in the best interest of our owners. Now, if there's any confusion on a bid, let's say two of you go at once, I'll take the first bid that I notice, and if required, I'll regress back to the last undisputed bid before we then resume the auction. Now, there are a few licensed agents in the room hoping to assist buyers capture their ideal property today. Now, we will endeavour to point them out to you as we go. Now, one thing people don't know about auctions is our owners have the right to withdraw their property from sale at any point up to and during the process. Now, this looks like two scenarios. Firstly, that the owner, as I talk about it, as they see the pictures, they realise that they actually have fallen in love with the property. They can choose to not sell. They can choose to keep it. That is within their rights. Secondly, and more likely, is that if we don't reach the reserve in here in the auction room with the bidding, we'll simply pause. We invite the top bidder out into one of our side rooms for a conversation, and the owner may choose to sell to them outside the rooms. So it's very simple. My advice to you is hold the top bid. We're either reaching the reserve in here and we're selling it to you, or we're inviting you out for the conversation. Now, the key thing, though, you want to know is the close of the auction signified by the fall of the hammer. No late bids will be accepted after that fall, and you're going to join the agents to do three things. Firstly, you're going to complete the memorandum of contract and acknowledge you've received the approved REA guide. Secondly, you will complete the GST information in Schedule 3 and you will arrange the payment of your 10% deposit. So I happily take you now into our first property in our 11 o'clock catalogue. That is 15 Ellison Crescent in Kaiapoi, brought to the market by Jack Marshall and Jan Morley. Good luck to you, good luck to our owners joining us online today. Now the property itself, more formally described as an estate and freehold, comprised of 775 square metres, more or less, all contained and described on that record of title that Jack and Jan have provided to you over the last 3 weeks. Settlement that is proposed for the 8th of April 2026. The property is vacant. That is very soon that you could be getting in there and turning the keys. The list of chattels, that remains unchanged, and I do take it you have read and understood further terms 23 through to 26. You bid, you buy on the basis that you have read and accepted those further terms. Now this is North Kaiapoi. You've got a quiet rear section, plenty of off-street parking. This property just delivers on size and space. I was always pleasantly surprised each room I went into. You've got that large open plan living, the super spacious dining room. You've got 3 double bedrooms here that with a large ensuite in the main room. The backyard, that's well established with the oak and the birch trees giving that shade in summer but dropping their leaves in winter to ensure that you're getting all that sunlight that you require. You've got double garaging that's got that laundry, the bonus cupboards in that space. And for me, Kaiapoi just going ahead in leaps and bounds, lots of development there. Very happy to see the KFC that went in there last year, completely changing the face of late night dining in Kaiapoi. So, where do we say go? Where would we like to have a conversation for ownership of the spacious, tidy home in Ellison Crescent? Happy to get things underway on a vendor bid at 600,000. Very exciting place to have a conversation at 600. My suggestion from here, perhaps 625. First call then at 600. Second opportunity, third call. I think this would make a wonderful rental, Lynn. I'm just thinking that. Yep, you're nodding away. So look, Jack, Jan, I don't think we have an unconditional buyer, so I pass the property in, but we are ready. We invite the conditional market. We've got the sharp asking price of $689,000. That's $689,000. I think that represents wonderful value for a wonderful modern family home that's ready that you can have within the next few weeks. So if you've got interest at that level, please get in touch with Jack and Jan. There'll be open homes up on the website this afternoon. Good luck, team, and good luck to our owners. I think there'll be a sold sticker, and hopefully Lynn Cawthorne will be putting some tenants in it perhaps, or inviting some new homeowners in. We'll be back with you shortly to take you to Maryvale.
Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. I take you back to 10 Homewood Road in Fendleton. We left the lectern on a live bid of $1,420,000. We've had some conversations outside the room, and there has been an increase in that bid to $1,460,000. Can you confirm that, sir? So at $1,460,000, my other lovely owners have said, look, we're happy to sell, and under clause 2.6, they have withdrawn it and happily sold it outside the room. So I'm delighted to say it's going, and sold. Congratulations. Thank you very much to everyone. Congratulations to our buyer. Good luck with your new home. We'll be back with you shortly with Webb Street. Well, thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. I take you back to 10A Hendon Street in St Albans. We left the lectern on a live bid of 810,000. We've had some conversations outside the room. There has been an increase in that bid to 811,000. Tony, can you confirm that with your buy at 800? Buys at 811,000. The owners have said that is, we are happy with that, Bridget, and under clause 2.6. The property has been withdrawn and happily sold outside the room. So congratulations, you're the new owners. It's sold. Well done. We're going to move on to our next auction straight away, which is 1/47 Webb Street. I'd like to invite Miranda Newbury up here, who has done a superb job at marketing this wonderful property. A very warm welcome to our owners. We've got one here today and we've got some watching online as well. So thank you for the opportunity. I must commend you on what a beautiful job that you did with the renovations and bringing the property to the market. To the contract I take you, the property is more formally described as a cross-lease freehold parcel on Certificate of Title 25A516. Settlement date is set down for the 16th of April 2026, unless you're working to a pre-arranged date and the chattels remain the same as per the contract. Well, let me remind you what's on offer here, ladies and gentlemen. This has had 30 very happy years of ownership, and I can see exactly why, because this home is such a gem. From the get-go, I was impressed. A tidy, welcoming front garden sets the tone, and once you're inside, it's just got such a lovely feel about it. It's been beautifully renovated, fresh paint, new carpet, and a sleek modern kitchen, complete with quality Miele appliances. You'll be really cooking in style here. The living area is just so light and bright, letting all that natural sunlight coming in. The doors will open out to that paved area there. Perfect for al fresco dining. Entertaining will be enjoyed. Looking out at that garden, and I can see that a lot of time and effort has gone into that garden over the years. There'll be lots of beautiful blooms coming up and surprising you. Now the location, this is where it really shines. Walking distance to the private schools, walking distance to Merivale Mall. You're zoned for Christchurch boys and girls, minutes away from Hagley Park, the CBD. With petrol prices the way they are, you won't be needing a car living here. It is such a superb location. There's a reason that homes are so tightly held in this area, and after 30 years, here's your opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. So, 49 Webb Street, we'll find a new owner. I look for your opening bid, ladies and gentlemen. Does someone want to start me away? At 900,000, good luck today, sir. At 900,000, we're away. At 900, who goes next? Should we travel in 25s, make it nice and easy? At 900 over here, first call. Second call at 900, looking for 925 or more. I place no limits on you. Third call at 900. Like I'm going to place a bid at 925 on my vendor. Invite you back at 950. If you're the only bidder, we can have a conversation and try and get you there. At 925, first call, we take me to 930 then, and we'll have a pause and have a conversation. At 925, no, we're going to go back to 900. All right, I'll retract my vendor bid then at 900,000. At 900,000, the live bid is over here with you. I look for any further bids above this, otherwise I will pause the auction. At 900,000, this is Webb Street. First call, second call at 900, third and final call at 900. Well, let's pause the auction, sir, and try and get you there. The auction is still open and live. If you have a change of mind, we're pausing it at 900,000. Thank you.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much for your patience. If you are just joining us here at the Homewood Auction Room, a very good morning to you. Good morning to those online at homewood.co.nz. And now I take you to a street and address so sought after we named our company after it. It is 47 Holmwood Road in Fendleton, brought to the market by John Fulton and the team from the Island 2 office upstairs. The contract describes a freehold title, 544 square metres more or less, lot 1. Deposited plan 18263 and settlement date the 15th of May 2026. You might be working to a pre-arranged date, no problem at all. This is prestigious real estate. This is blue chip location, bidders and buyers, no doubt about it. Today I offer you an opportunity to purchase a home with plenty of character and to add your own flair if you so choose. It is the end of an era for our owners. It's been in the family. They've owned it for 47 years. 47 years at number 47, many happy memories, lots of laughter, birthday parties. Hey, look, the odd climbing out of the window with the teenagers, no doubt about it. But I tell you what, this home is raised two very worldly young people, and they're off somewhere else in the globe enjoying life. Our vendors are the nicest, happiest people you would ever hope to meet. So something tells me there's something going on within these four walls, and that'll apply to you and your family as well. We know how good the address is. The home itself, again, plenty of character. It's got all of those charming elements you'd expect. That brick feature wall, I do hope that stays. That's up to you. Ornate character elements throughout the ceilings, and then the outside area. Look, it is so manageable and, of course, very valuable. Really, this is streamside splendour, bidders and buyers, gorgeous hedging, a lovely patch of lawn there. I can just imagine the family out and about there enjoying summer afternoons, and inside the home is warm and toasty. Up and down, you've got space galore. That is the nature of homes built like, or built in that era, I should say. They just don't make them, John, like this anymore. It is, I would argue, somewhat of a collector's item. So here's to your 47 years, bidders and buyers. Let's get underway at number 47 Holmwood Road in Fendleton. Who's going to start me away with an opening bid or offer? We start the next chapter today. Big decisions made in the auction room. One of the easier ones is where to start. What do you say, ladies and gentlemen? Is there $1 million? Should be nice and easy at that level. All right, then, a vendor bid at $1 million. The bid's with me. Stays in the family at $1 million. That should come as no surprise, ladies and gentlemen. Let me remind you, this is Fendleton. At $1 million, I look for 1.1, but I count it down 3 times on the owner's bid. First call. Second call, maybe you look to reconfigure. Add your own sense of decor. Look, that is up to you. If you've got the vision, the upside in this location is obvious. Third and final call at $1 million. I seek 1.1. There you go, George, at 1.1 on the phone with the buyer. My good colleague there, George Lill, 1.1. My lamplighter, off we go at $1,100,000. You're surrounded by good quality, high quality, I should say, property. Excellent school zones, so many good school zones you could get expelled a few times, I would imagine, and you'd be tickety-boo at 1.1 second call. At third call, now I seek something like 1.2 bidders and buyers. Maybe I'll take a 50, try your luck. But at 1,100,000, any better bid? Any better offer? George, I'm going to place the vendor bid at 1,150,000, all right? Encourage your client to come back into the mix at 1.2, but at this stage, the bid's with me at $1,150,000. Going once at 115, twice the money now, $1,150,000. Is there 50? Third and final call at $1,150,000. I'll take the 10, George. You know it's not going to own it, but at $1,160,000, just because it's you, maybe for a chance at a conversation at $1,160,000. Any better bid? Any better offer? Look, George, you know I should vendor bid again, but let's just pause and give your buyer some privacy. We'll have a conversation outside of the room. They do have a head start on the conditional market. We know it's there in this location. At $1,160,000, the auction is open. We need to have a conversation. We'll be back with you very soon. Any change from interested parties, let us know.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, please. I'd happily take you now to 11 Kitten Place in St Albans, brought to the market by Ali Franks and Karina Gray. I know you've been very busy there, team. Good luck to you. Good luck to our owners joining us online today. Now, the property itself is more formally described as an estate in freehold, comprised of 814 square metres, more or less, all contained and described on that record of title that Ali and Karina have provided to you over the last 3 weeks of the campaign. Now, the settlement, that's proposed for Wednesday the 22nd of April 2026, or any other date mutually agreed in writing already with our owners. Now, the list of chattels, that remains unchanged. I do note that that washer dryer is excluded, and I take it that you've read and understood further terms 23 through to 26. You bid, you buy on the basis you've read and accepted those terms. Now, when I arrive here, once again, I always notice when we're in a quiet cul-de-sac that little bit of extra privacy and that feeling of community. Quite often people are getting to know their neighbours' names, like a bit of yesteryear. When you're going up the drive, you've got fresh concreting there, fresh pathways. I did ask the owner, we couldn't figure out, there seems to be a beautiful native tree there standing proud, and I would like to know which tree it is, but it certainly seemed to be attracting a lovely bit of bird life there. Inside you've got large open living area, stainless steel bench, that wooden top bench on the kitchen island and in the scullery, giving a bit of nature in there. That lounge that has multiple sliding doors opening to that truly sumptuous entertainer's deck. Downstairs, that main bedroom, very smartly placed with the large walk-in wardrobe and ensuite. Upstairs, you've got 2 large double bedrooms with the double curtains there, sharing that sizable family bathroom, the Jack and Jill setup. You've got a lot of extras here. Carpeted garage, laundry with storage space, that extra nook next to it for charging vacuums, or perhaps the extra fridge freezer. The designer was thinking here of what life's really like and what we actually need. You've got utility area out the back, rooms for the bins, the washing line, heat pump, hot water cylinder, raised veggie beds. But for me, the pièce de resistance here, I think, Ali, you commented the thing that everybody responded to was that creek meandering through the backyard, the beautiful landscaping done around it, and that idyllic little bridge across it to the lawn on the other side. If I was living here, I know full well I'm going to pick some flowers, I'm going to sit myself on the edge of that bridge, I'm going to pull those petals out, asking if he loves me or if he loves me not, dropping the petals into the stream, being assured of what my love life will be shortly in this beautiful home. So this property, cute as a kitten, so who would like to own it? Where do we say go? Where do we start the conversation? $900, Casey, working with a hopeful buyer there. Good luck, ma'am. I could see you sitting on the edge of the bridge there. Perhaps we'll sit there next to each other, pulling out the petals. Let's see, at $900. My suggestion from here, $950. At $900,000. First time at $900. Second, third time. Now, team, I'm just going to place one vendor bid on behalf of my owners at $950. That's me done at $950 on behalf of my owners. You just need to give me a bit above that and we can have a conversation. If you'd like to be bold, I'd go to the million, but up to you. Talk to your advisor at $950. $950 with me. Where do we go to from there, team? First time at $950,000. Second call. We can pause, but with a bid. So you just need to give me a bid above $950. Happy to go $960, perhaps. You go $960. $970. Oh, that's much better than my $960. I'm sorry for underestimating you, ma'am. But at $975, the auction's open and live, but now paused. Let's find a space at $975. See if we can get a sold sticker on the front.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, please. Excuse me, could the Ray White agents here just calm down, please? Thank you. Thanks very much for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. It's a superb catalogue of real estate on offer today. Hey, the market's feeling good, and certainly a place like Rolleston continues to grow year in and year out. For our owners, it's been a very happy tenure. They are excited to hand over the keys to some lucky new owners. And this one's brought to the market by Zanny Paulson and the team from the Fendleton office. It is number 27 Dryden Avenue in Rolleston. 551 square metres of very manageable but certainly valuable in this location land. Lot 107, deposit plan 347822, and your settlement date the 9th of April 2026. And you might be working to a pre-arranged date. Now this home here, of course, built of permanent material construction, that certainly gives you peace of mind. Maintenance schedules on homes like these are far more forgiving. It is really the kind of real estate our parents and grandparents tell us to buy. But sometimes you buy these homes and the configuration is just a little bit off. I think this one has it absolutely nailed. Great separation of spaces between the entertainment zones and the bedroom accommodation. It's ample in its accommodation. Bathroom, I just think superb. Bathrooms, I should say. And the indoor-outdoor flow, just superb. This is the kind of home you're going to enjoy in the summer months, barbecues, having friends round, and certainly in the warmer months, your tickety-boo toasty throughout the seasons. You see there it's got great street appeal. You may look to enhance this home through some of the simple things, you know, in the way of decor, but the upside to investing that... excuse me. A little respect there, thank you. The upside to investing in a location like this is obvious. You're just a hop, skip and a jump to central Rolleston. Every single week there seems to be a new store or supermarket or fast food joint open. People are being drawn to this location by some of the commercial growth in the region. I think that if you're buying property of these proportions at this price point, ladies and gentlemen, as my boss would say, Tony, what would you say? He'd say, hello, you've got to just do it, all right? So let's get underway here at number 27, Dryden Avenue in Rolleston. I look for an opening bid or offer. Who starts us away? Not for sale at $675. Maybe that's a good place to start. All right, then a vendor bid at $675. At $675, my owners sooner stay. Just by the by, you couldn't buy off nicer people. It's always good to work with proactive vendors. Everything that has been raised has been attended to. Not always the case. You couldn't buy off nicer people. Second call at $675. Third and final call at $675,000. Zanny, I'm going to increase that bid to 700 at $700,000. Did I mention KFC is less than 2 minutes away? Now that's got to count for something. Not so close you smell it every day, but if you want it, it's there. First call at 700, second call. Third and final call at $700,000. Any better bid? All right, Zanny, I don't see any unconditional people here. I know you've got people to talk to in the wider market. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just remind you of what's on offer here. It is a home in a beautiful subdivision with plenty of space, generous configuration inside this home. And I tell you what, look, if you invest in a location like this at the following price point, our owner's instructions are very clear, Chloe. $749,000 the property is priced. Look at that beautiful inbuilt storage, just one of the many extra features in this home. At $749,000 it is priced. Deadline for offers on Tuesday, the 31st of March at 6 p.m. Please give Zanny a call. Our owners are motivated and that should excite you, ladies and gentlemen. Make the call, go take a look. You will not be disappointed. Properties Pass, back soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could grab your attention for a moment, just a quick update on 88 Westminster Street in St Albans. We paused some time ago on a live bid of $1,730,000. There's been an increase in that bid to $1,755,000, and I'm happy to say that at that level, my owners have instructed me under clause 2.6 of the property of the contract to withdraw and sell. So we have got some new owners going into Westminster. Congratulations to Johnny and his clients and to the Sutherland Todds, a wonderful campaign. We'll be back with the next property shortly.
Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. I take you back to 49 Webb Street in St Albans. We left the lectern on a live bid of $900,000. We have had an increase in that bid to $1,040,000. Can you just confirm that bid at $1,040,000? Great, giving me the wave. And I am delighted to say that we are on the market and for sale at that level. So at $1,040,000, the property is on the market. I look for any further bids above that. Otherwise, I sell away. First call at $1,040,000. Second time. Third time, it's looking good. It's looking like you've got the chocolates. After 30 very happy years, their owners hand over the baton. Congratulations, you're the new owner. It's going, sold. Well done, Miranda. Great campaign. Congratulations to our owners. Congratulations to our new buyers. We're going to move straight on to our next auction, which was 102 Birdwood Avenue in Beckenham. Cindy Lee St Clair from our Mayorava office has been in charge of bringing this property to the market. 112 Birdwood Ave. Thank you. So a very warm welcome to our lovely owner who is here today. I must commend you on how lovely, beautifully presented you had your home to take to the market. Enjoyed having a chat to you and hearing all about your stories at Birdwood. To the contract, I take you, the property is more formally described as a freehold parcel. We'll have some quiet, please. 647 square metres, more or less, on record of title CB 23F497. Now, settlement date is set down for the 30th of June 2026, unless you're working to an alternative date, and the channels remain the same as per the contract. And bidders and buyers, as you are aware of the further terms of sale in the contract, making note to clauses 27 to 28, this property is being sold on an as-is, whereas basis. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this home is an absolute gem. It just oozes charm and character, the perfect one to renovate. From the moment you arrive, the street appeal draws you in. The tidy front garden, the roses, the buxus hedge, that cute little veranda. It's the kind of home that makes you smile just before you step inside. And once you do step inside, the charm continues. A wide central hallway, stained glass, LED light windows, sash windows, and even the original register grate fireplace. Built in 1910, this home has some stories to tell, I'm sure, and as I walked through, I just wish that those walls could talk. A fantastic layout here and offers huge potential to renovate and restore her back to her former glory, with a modern twist, of course, a separate living area that's got a cosy log burner in there, and that sunny kitchen that looks out to that gorgeous garden. And what a backyard it is. It's sun-soaked and private, gorgeous views of the hills, and entertaining will just be wonderful here. And it's positioned in that ever-popular Birdwood Ave and that Beckenham loop. You're surrounded by lifestyle perks here, cafes, river walks, great schooling, and the Birdwood is just down the road, which I hear do absolutely amazing food. So after 20 happy years here, the owner is going to hand the baton on to someone else. Is it one of you? Let's find out. So 112 Birdwood Ave, I look for your opening bid. 600,000. One of my colleagues there bidding on behalf of someone. Good luck today. At 600,000, we are away. Who goes next? Should we travel in 25s? Is there 625 perhaps? At 600,000 over here. Call it away 3 times. First call. It's at 600,000. Looking for 625 or more. I place no limits on you. Second call at 600,000. 625, welcome in, sir. Good luck today. 650 now, straight back. At 675, can I say? Would be a good place to go. At 675 on the nod. Good work, back in front. The bids are 700 over here to my right. At 700,000, 725, can I say? At 700 there, the bid's against you. Just 2 in the race at this stage. A 2-horse race. At 700, 725, 710. All right, 710, 720 there. At 720, we can carry in 10s if that's easy. At 720, 730, can I say now? 725. I can't pick your strategy, sir. At 725. 730. He's copying you. At 30,000 with you. Another 5 then at 735. Wow, I cannot get the strategy. Great bid. At 750,000. Love it. At 750,000, I commend your bidding. At 750. 750, the bid's against you. Take me through to 760 perhaps. At 750,000. Great opportunity to do this home up. So much character and charm. You've got lovely views of the hills. First call at 750. It's with you down the back. It's against you. Second call at 750,000. Third call, can I invite you back for another 5 at 755? Might get some instructions, Cindy, at 755. 750, sorry. At 750 is the bid to beat. At 750. Third call at 750. All right. Oh, in the nick of time. Change of instructions. We are on the market and selling after 20 wonderful years. There will be a new notice today at 750,000. The bid's with you, sir. At 750. Does that change your mind? The keys are in the door. Another 5 will get you back in front. At 750,000. First call. We're on the market. We're selling. Second call at 750. Looking good. Another 1 will just get you back in front. When will the next opportunity be? At 750,000. Third call. You're absolutely sure. Permission to sell. Anyone else? Any late bids? At 750,000. I'm delighted to announce that there is going to be a new owner here. So congratulations. The property is going, sold at 750. Congratulations to our owner. It's been lovely meeting you. Congratulations to our new buyer, and we'll be back with you shortly.
All right, bidders and buyers, if I could have your attention, please. Thank you very much for patiently waiting. Good things take time, and certainly big decisions made in the auction room every week. Here at number 47 Holmwood Road in Fendleton, we left the room on a live bid at $1,160,000. Delightful buyers, delightful sellers, a lengthy conversation. I am very happy to confirm that my owners have opted under clause 2.6 to withdraw the property. And for me, this is a very special moment because after 47 years at 47 Holmwood Road, at 1,047,000, I should say 1.47, let's make sure we add the right zeros there. We are very happily going, gone and sold. It is the end of an era for our sellers. Thanks so much for the opportunity. It's been fabulous to work with you. To the family, Emma, watching from Wellington, much obliged. Thanks so much for joining us. And to our new owners, congratulations. You've purchased a wonderful piece of history and you are guaranteed happiness in many, many years to come, I would argue, at this address. What a wonderful spot. All right, from one wonderful spot represented by John Fulton and the team to another. Lucky last, indeed I do think I can say with confidence we've left the best for last. It is number 66 Straven Road in Fendleton. It is more formally described as a freehold title, a gargantuan 1,874 square metres more or less. Lot 1, deposited plan 3001 and your settlement date as per the contract and further terms. You can see there that commanding first impression. Indeed, it is the second impression because you are most immediately greeted by gates to your private lane. This is a popular arterial route, but you wouldn't know about it really being set back some 50 metres from the road. It is the most gorgeous entrance, and you arrive at this home built of brick and some other gorgeous materials. It was originally built in the 1940s, I think. It has had, like John says, many, many birthdays. I don't think the home has missed a birthday, John, such as the transformation that has occurred here. And what you are presented with today is something that beautifully balances panache and practicality. I just think it balances that very traditional architecture with absolute modernity throughout. You'd be forgiven for thinking you were purchasing a new home. I walked into this property over the weekend, and John, it's fair to say I was reluctant to leave. Indeed, to whoever is lucky enough to buy it today, I say, may I please come visit, because I just loved my visit. This location, you are perched on a sizable parcel, obviously, stream boundary on one side, great orientation for sunshine, beautiful indoor-outdoor flow in several areas, excellent outdoor spaces for entertainment. The bedrooms are opulent, and the bathrooms so too, just high quality throughout. I must commend our owners, I must commend the architects, every single person who has had involvement in this home over its time. The finished product to me, I mean, look, sometimes I have to get up here and fib, ladies and gentlemen. In this case, I just adore this home. And clickety-click 66, what a great street address. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get underway. You are buying something substantial, something blue chip, and so many wonderful school zones to underpin your value. Why don't we find out who the new owner here is at number 66 Straven Road? I'm in your hands, bidders and buyers. I look for that opening salvo who claims ownership on a remarkable address today. I've never been more tempted to bid myself, but it'd be a vendor bid. Legally, that is the requirement. I might abdicate and place the bid personally, but you tell me, bidders and buyers, where do you see the value? Is there 2.5 perhaps? I'd have to call the police at that level. It'd be theft, in my view, but let's get into the mix. What do you say? Is there 2.5? All right, then a vendor bid at $2,500,000. The bid is with me. A lot of home at that level, 2.5 first call. I look for an advance from there, 2.5. Take me to 2.7, bidders and buyers. Don't let me limit you. Second call at 2.5. Third and final call at $2,500,000. Any better bid? Any better offer? I'm happy to advance the bidding. Was that 100,000 you said, Lynn? Oh, I must have misheard you. You wouldn't give me 100,000. We know it's not for sale at 2.6, but it gets you a conversation perhaps. Would you take me to 2.6? on the nod? Much obliged, much appreciated at 2.6 with that gorgeous kitchen bench, one of two. You've got scullery. There is indeed a coffee nook. I mean, that just gives you an idea of how substantial this home is and how thoughtful our owners are at 2.6 first time. At $2,600,000 second call now, 2.6. Third and final call, I look for 2.7. Lynn, I'm going to place another vendor bid there. It'll be my last at 2.7. Encourage you to take me to 2.8 and then we'll have a conversation. But at 2.7, the bid's with me going once. At 2.7, might take that 50 now, second call at $2,700,000. And third and final call at 2.7. Would you bid me that 50,000? Call it $2,350,000. Folks, would you give me, say, 20,000? It's for a conversation, perhaps, but at 2,700,000, the bid is with me. Would you call it 20,000 and then we'll have a conversation in private? At $2,720,000, you appear to be my only unconditional bidder at this early stage. I would imagine there's a queue of people waiting to talk to John with conditions, but you've got an opportunity today. If there's no better bid at $2,720,000 once, called twice, madam, I'm here to bid and buy today. Third and final call, now's the time. At $2,720,000, all right, we need to pause and have a conversation outside of the room. Obviously not for sale at this level, but what a great opportunity you've got to buy something truly special. Auction is open. If there is any change, certainly anybody watching in the conditional market, give John a call. We will convey any update to our owners. Back with you very soon.
Shiny lights and purple sky, everything's so bright. 기다려왔어 지금이야. Turn off your phone and off your mind. Look at you so bright. 멈출 수 없어 지금이야. Oh, I'll take you to the moon. Come on up, enjoy your ride. Oh, I'll take you to the moon. Just be ready to enjoy your night. Oh, baby, it's right now. You don't wanna waste this time. 어디든지 가줄게. Yeah, I wanna work, can't stop. 이리 와 찍어야. I'll take you to the moon. Can't stop. 이리 와 찍어야. I'll take you to the moon. 춤을 춰봐 left and right. You know you feel so right. 다른 시선 따윈 don't care. 목이 터져라 소리쳐. You know you feel so right. 이제부터가 시작이야. Oh, I'll take you to the moon. Come on up, enjoy your ride. Oh, I'll take you to the moon. Just be ready to enjoy your night.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, please. I take you now to 11 Kitten Place in St Albans. We paused some time ago. We've had some robust conversations and there's been an increase in the bid to $1,168,000. And at that level, my owners have given me instructions that we are withdrawing the property from sale and selling it. Congratulations to our new owners of Kitten Place. I think you'll be very happy there. Let me know if you need me to bring you some flowers so that you can pull those petals out sitting on the bridge. But otherwise, we'll be back with you shortly for a couple more updates. Thank you and congratulations.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much for your patience. Quick update for you. We've obviously had a great day in the Homewood room, but some of the work continues in respect of 66 Straven Road. That is currently in negotiation. We are going to conclude our live stream. The outcome of that negotiation will be published on the website hopefully in the next few minutes, and we thank you for being here at the Homewood Auction Room, certainly to those joining us at homewood.co.nz. It's been a wonderful day. Hopefully that means good things for the market, so do get out there, call your local Homewood agent. We'd love to work with you. We'd love to help you get sold, and we'll see you next week.